The day begins with smiles and always ends with smiles, and there's a lot of smiles in between.
The Summer Great Books program at Thomas Aquinas College really was designed to give students a chance to experience the life of the college from the inside. But it's also a wonderful program in itself. Our students come from all over the country and abroad. They're students who have an interest in reading and having conversations with their peers, having fun outside the classroom. We provide all sorts of opportunities for that. We do have a summer program on the New England campus. It's a little bit different out here than it is in California. It's a gorgeous campus right in the heart of New England. We've taken the students kayaking on the Connecticut River. We are taking them on a tour of Boston. But the heart of the program really is the classroom. In the classroom, the students are reading some of the texts that have shaped civilization. And the idea really is to put students who enjoy reading, who enjoy discussing, in a room with their peers and with one of the members of our teaching faculty, and give them a chance to have a real conversation about those books.
The readings really are chosen to raise certain questions, and the readings all relate to each other in some way. So there are questions that keep coming up throughout the program. From the very beginning, from day one, we're thinking about the question of whether man is free, whether he's fated or determined. We're thinking also about the relationship between man and God, of belief in God and our knowledge of the existence of God, whether the world is governed by chance. So we're looking at these questions through philosophical texts and through literary texts, also through the biblical text.
My favorite part of the program was probably just discussing things. What is piety? What is faith? Whether or not these characters are actually just, whether they were justified in doing what they did. Just discussing stuff has been so awesome. I really, really enjoy it.
I think one of the things I appreciate about the readings, they're set up in such a way that we're also able to see how these different approaches to looking at reality are all actually looking at the same thing, so that we're able to see how reading a science text is necessary for also reading the philosophy text. We're seeing what it means for an education to be integrated. When we read each author, it can help us move a little bit closer to finding the truth.
A typical class, the tutor will ask a question about the reading and we'll respond. And so we're all building together to achieve a goal, like a logical, sound conclusion to the question that the tutor will ask, and it'll help you further understand the reading that you were assigned that day.
The class proceeds by way of a discussion. So a typical class will involve students reading before class, coming to class ready to talk, and then the tutor asks an opening question, which is designed to lead the students into the heart of some text. And then the students proceed to think through that question and answer that question using the text that we read. It's really a conversation among the students and under the direction of the tutor, who's also a participant in the conversation. We really are trying to arrive at a better understanding of reality and truth through the conversation.
For the most part, we get everything out of the class by this participation with one another.
Outside of class, we have a recreation period where we have all kinds of fun activities, volleyball, ultimate frisbee, basketball, soccer, whatever the students want to play.
I love the rec time because it just gets everybody out on the field, and I love that because it just breaks down walls and you just have a lot of crazy fun.
After the afternoon class, we have rec time. Rec time's awesome. You can go play soccer, volleyball.
We just get a lot of cool opportunities to hang out with the other kids, such as trips to like the Hollywood Bowl or the Getty Center. Going on those field trips allow me to get to know all of my classmates so much better.
I do like the performances we put on as well. We had an open mic night. We had plays to watch the students perform what they had prepared, which was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed that.
We try to provide the students with a fullness of life. We try to provide them a spiritual life, firstly, because we believe that the intellectual life can only be lived if you have the spiritual life grounded, if you have that rooted in your heart. We do that with daily mass, rosary, and just the conversations in general, the environment we're in. I think everything goes together.
Spiritual life here is amazing. Everybody that shows up to Mass, they want to be at Mass. They want to grow closer to Jesus. They want to develop their personal relationship with God. The community is just vibrating with authentic Catholic culture.
I love how the college gives you all these experiences like Mass, Rosary, and they don't just pressure you to go. It's like you can go if you want. And it's so great because I don't feel pressured into it, but when I go, I really enjoy it.
This program is designed to open up the world for every student who comes, and it will give every student a chance to think deeply about God, about the world that they live in, and indeed even about themselves.
It's an amazing experience I don't think you can really find anywhere else.
It's a really great opportunity to get a taste of what life is actually like at the college.
It's such an edifying experience. You're exposed to so much more.
You come out with so much fun and you have such a great time. I think it's worth it to come, even if you're not going to come here for 4 years.
If you come here with expectations, it's going to be so much better than you think that it's going to be.